The Rigveda 7.88 Bruna. Present to Vruna thine hymn, the Shishta, bright, most delightful to the bounteous giver, who bringeth on to us the bowl, the lofty, the holy, laden with 1,000 treasures. And now as I am come before his presence, I take the face of Varuna for Agnes. So might he bring, Lord, also of the darkness, the light in heaven, that I may see its beauty, when Varuna and I embark together and urge our boat into the midst of ocean, when we ride over bridges of the waters, will swing within that swing, and there be happy. Varuna placed Vashishta in the vessel, and deftly with his might made him a rishi. When days shone bright, the sage made him a singer, while the heavens broadened and the dawns were lengthened. What hath become of those our ancient friendships, when without enmity we walk together? I, Varuna, thou, glorious Lord, have uttered thy lofty home, thine house with 1,000 portals. If he, thy true ally, hath sinned against thee, still, Varuna, he is the friend thou lovest. Let us not, living one, as sinners, I know thee, give shelter as a sage to him who lauds thee, while we abide in these fixed habitations. And from the lap of Aditya win favor. May Varuna untie the bond that binds us, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And it's important that we just don't ask for things to be done, but that we take part in things, being got done. And in the brighter half of the year, as one approaches the summer solstice, the dawns get longer. As one approaches the poles, the twilight periods get longer too. Hymn 7.89 Bruna. 5 verses. Let me not yet, King Varuna, enter into the house of clay. Have mercy, spare me, mighty Lord. When thunderer I move along tremulous, like a wind-blown skin. Have mercy, spare me, mighty Lord. O bright and powerful God, through want of strength I erred and went astray. Have mercy, spare me, bright Lord. Thirst found thy worshipper, though he stood in the midst of water floods. Have mercy, spare me, mighty Lord. O Varuna, whatever the offense may be which we as men commit against the heavenly host, when through our want of thought we violate thy laws, punish us not, O God, for that iniquity. And whenever we return to the thought, oh, I shouldn't have done that, well, then we can really repent, right? But in a way, it's always out of ignorance when one sins. And sin comes from the Egyptian word, make a mistake, sin. Hymn 790, Vayu, 7 verses. To you, pure juice, rich in meat, are offered by priest through longing for the pair of heroes. Drive, Vayu, bring thine harnessed horses hither. Drink the pressed soma till it makes thee joyful. Whoso to thee, the mighty, brings oblation, pure soma unto thee, pure drinking Vayu, that man thou makest famous among mortals. To him strong sons are born in quick succession. The God whom both these worlds brought forth for riches, whom heavenly Dishana for our wealth appointeth. His team of harnessed horses waits in Vayu, and foremost on the radiant treasure-bearer, the spotless dawns with fair bright days have broken. They found the spacious light when they were shining. Eagerly they disclosed the stall of cattle. Floods streamed for them as in the days aforetime. These, with their truthful spirit shining brightly, move on provided with their natural insight. Viands attend the car that beareth heroes. Your car, ye sovereign pair, Indra and Vayu, may these who give us heavenly light, these rulers with gifts of kine and horses, gold and treasures, these princes, through full life, Indra and Vayu overcome in battle with their steeds and heroes. Like coursers seeking fame, will we Vashisthas, O Indra Vayu, with our fair laudations, exerting all our power, call you to aid us, preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. And sure, there's the heroic impulse of war and all that sort of stuff. But one of the points is that even beyond that, we're seeking things out. We're hastening to do the deeds that we can do. Hymn 791, Vayu, 7 verses. Were not in sooth the gods aforetime blameless, whose pleasure was increased by adoration for Vayu and for man in his affliction, they caused the morning to arise with Surya. Guardians infallible, eager as envoys, preserve us safe through many months and autumns. Addressed to you, our fair praise, Indra Vayu, implores your favor and renewed well-being. Wise bright, arranger of his teams, he seeketh men with rich food, whose treasures are abundant. They have arranged them of one mind with Vayu. The men have wrought all noble operations, so far as native power and strength permit you, so far as men behold whose eyes have vision. O ye pure drinkers, drink with us, pure Soma, sit on this sacred grass, Indra and Vayu, driving down teams that bear the lovely heroes hitherward. Indra, Vayu come together. To you this prime of savory juice is offered. Here loose your horses, and be friendly minded, your 100 and your 1,000 teams, O Indra and Vayu, all beneficent which attend you. With these most gracious minded come ye hither, and drink, O heroes of the meath we offer. Like coursers seeking fame will we Vashisthas, O Indra Vayu, with our fair laudations, exerting our power, call you to aid us, preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. And noble operations. Yeah, that's the thing. What are the noble operations? Hymn 792, Vayu, 5 verses. O Vayu, drinker of the pure, be near us. 1,000 teams are thine, all bounteous giver. To thee the rapture, bringing juice is offered, whose first draught, God, thou takest as thy portion. Prompt at the holy rites, forth came the presser with Soma draughts for Indra and for Vayu, when ministering priests with strong devotion bring to you twain the first taste of the Soma, the teens wherewith thou seekest him who offers within his home of Vayu to direct him. Therewith send wealth to us with full enjoyment, a hero's son, and gifts of kine and horses, near to the gods, and making Indra joyful, devout, and offering precious gifts to Vayu. Allied with princes, smiting down the hostile, may we with heroes conquer foes in battle. With thy yoke teams in hundreds and in thousands come to our sacrifice and solemn worship. Come, Vayu, make thee glad at this libation. Preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. Now the first fruits and other such offerings are very important. But of course, one of the ways too is you, at the first, you look at what you have, and then you give a portion of that. Of what you figure the extra is going to be or whatever. Well, what's beyond your need, just because you can use it doesn't mean it's not extra. Hymn 793, Indra Agna, 8 verses. Slayers of enemies, Indra and Agna, accept this day our newborn pure laudation. Again, again, I call you prompt to listen. Best to give quickly strength to him who craves it. For ye were strong to gain, exceeding mighty, growing together, waxing in your vigor, lords of the pasture, filled with ample riches. Bestow upon us strength both fresh and lasting. Yea, when the strong have entered our assembly, and singers seeking with their hymns your favor, they are like steeds who come into the race course. Those men who call aloud on Indra Agna, the singer seeking with his hymns your favor, begs splendid riches of their first possessor. Further us with new bounties, Indra Agna, armed with strong thunder, slayers of the foemen, when two great hosts, arrayed against each other, meet, clothed with brightness, in the fierce encounter, stand ye beside the godly, smite the godless, and still assist the men who press the Soma. To this our Soma pressing Indra Agna, come ye prepared to show your loving kindness. For not at any time have ye despised us, so may I draw you with all strengthenings hither. So Agni kindled mid this adoration, invite thou Mitra, Varuna, and Indra. Forgive whatever sin we have committed, may Aryaman and Aditya remove it. While we accelerate these our sacrifices, may we win strength from both of you, O Agni. Never may the Marutas, Indra, Vishnu slight us, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And it's important to act as if things are new, that you refresh things, as I say. Well, deity and even humans don't necessarily forget, but in a sense, there can be a starting over. But renewing would be a better sense of that, because you don't want to forget the good things too. Hymn 794, Indra Agni, 12 verses. As rain from out the cloud for you, Indra and Agni, from my soul, this noblest praise hath been produced. Do ye, O Indra Agni, hear the singer's call, accept his songs, ye rulers, grant his heart's desire. Give us not up to poverty, ye heroes, Indra Agni, nor to slander and reproach of men. To Indra and to Agni we bring reverence, high and holy hymn, and craving help, soft words with prayer. For all these holy singers here implore these twain to succor them, and a priest that they may win them strength. Eager to laud you, we with songs invoke you, bearing sacred food, fame for success and sacrifice. Indra and Agni come to us with favor, ye who conquer men, let not the wicked master us. At no time let the injurious blow of hostile mortal fall on us. O Indra Agni, shelter us. Whatever wealth we crave of you, in gold and cattle, or in steeds, that Indra Agni let us gang. When heroes prompt in worship call Indra and Agni, lords of steeds, beside the soma juice infused, call hither with the song and lauds, those who best slay the foemen, those who take delight in hymns of praise, slay the wicked men whose thought is evil of the demon kind. Slay him who stays the water, slay the serpent with your deadly dart. And focus on what you would want and what you would not want. And when people speak slander, there's danger to it. That's the issue with that one person. Because there's dangers in those claims. That, and as I told her in a private call, hey, my reputation is important. And she admitted that maybe she did misunderstand, but then she got all weird on me. Hymn 795, Sarasvati, 6 verses. This stream Sarasvati with fostering current comes forth, our sure defense, our fort of iron, as on a car the flood flows on, surpassing in majesty and might all other waters, pure in her course from mountains to the ocean. Alone of streams, Sarasvati hath listened, thinking of wealth and the great world of creatures. She poured for Nakusha her milk and fatness, friendly to man, he grew among the women. A strong young steer amid the holy ladies, he gives the fleet steed to our wealthy princes, and decks their bodies for success and battle. May this Sarasvati be pleased, and listen at this our sacrifice, auspicious lady, when we with reverence on our knees implore her close knit to wealth, most kind to those she loveth. These offerings have ye made with adoration. Say this, Sarasvati, and accept our praises. And placing us under thy dear protection, may we approach thee as a tree for shelter. For thee, O blessed Sarasvati, Vashistha, hath here unbarred the doors, sacred order, wax bright one, and give strength to him who lauds thee. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Unbarred the doors, D, sacred order. 2, sacred order? Certainly we're exposed to the teachings that we need when we need them. But that doesn't mean we don't need to have the effort towards it, right? If we give up on the effort, then some things that we need, that we have the opportunity, we won't get. Hymn 7.96, Sarasvati, 6 verses. I sing a lofty song, for she is mightiest, most divine of streams. Sarasvati will I exalt with hymns and lauds, and O Vashishta, heaven and earth, when in the fullness of her strength the Purus dwell, beauteous one, on thy 2 grassy banks. Favor us, thou who hast the Marutas for thy friends, stir up the bounties of our chiefs. So may Sarasvati auspicious send good luck. She, rich in spoil, is never niggardly in thought, when praised in Jamad Agni's way, and lauded as Vashishta lauds. We call upon Sarasvat as unmarried men who long for wives, as liberal men who yearn for sons. Be thou our kind protector, O Sarasvat, with those waves of thine, laden with sweets and dropping oil. May we enjoy Sarasvat's breast, all beautiful, that swells with streams. May we gain food and progeny. And breast isn't the singular in the translation here, so I wonder, is that intentional, or is it and we think of stinginess, being niggardly. We don't use that word nowadays because it sounds like something, but in deeds, in sharing of our wealth, or dedicating of our wealth or something. But in their thoughts, a lot of people are closed-minded, you could say, but open-minded, a lot of people misuse that term too. So hymn 797, Brahaspata, 10 verses. Where heaven and earth combine in immense assembly, and those who love the gods delight in worship. Where the libations are effused for Indra, may he come first to drink and make him stronger. We crave the heavenly grace of gods to guard us, so may Brahaspata, O friends, exalt us, that he, the bounteous god, may find us sinless, who giveth from a distance like a father. That Brahmanaspata, most high and gracious, I glorify with offerings and with homage. May the great song of praise reach Indra, who is the king of prayer, the god's creation. May that Brahaspata, who brings all blessings, most dearly loved, be seated by our altar. Heroes and wealth we crave, may he bestow them and bear us safe beyond the men who vex us. To us these deathless ones, erstborn, hath granted this laud of ours, which gives the immortal pleasure. Let us invoke Brahaspata the Pholus, the clear-voiced god, the holy one of households. Him, this Brahaspata, his red-hued horses, drawing together, full of strength, bring hither. Robed in red color, like the cloud, they carry the Lord of might, whose friendship gives a dwelling. For he is pure with 100 wings refulgent, with sword of gold impetuous, winning sunlight. Sublime Brahaspata, easy of access, granteth his friends most bountiful refreshment. Both heaven and earth, divine, the deity's parents, have made Brahaspata increasing grandeur. Glorify him, O friends, who merits glory. May he give prayer fair way and easy passage. This Brahmanaspata is your laudation prayer, hath been made to thunder-wielding Indra. Favor our songs, wake up our thought and spirit, destroy the godless and our foeman's malice. Ye twain are lords of wealth in earth and heaven, thou, O Brahaspata, and thou, O Indra. Mean though he be, give wealth to him who lauds you. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And the colors are important to consider in our meaning, right? Hymn 798. Well, they do connect to natural things that we're thinking are connected to that, right? 7 verses. Priests offer to the Lord of all the people the milked out stock of Soma, radiant colored. No wild bull knows his drinking place like Indra, Whoever seeks him who hath pressed the soma. Thou dost desire to drink, each day that passes, the pleasant food which thou hast had aforetime, O Indra, gratified in heart and spirit. Drink eagerly the soma set before thee. Thou newly born, for strength, didst thou drink the soma. The mother told thee of thy future generations, O Indra, thou hast filled mid-air's wide region, and given the gods my battle room and freedom. When thou hast urged the arrogant to combat, proud in their strength of arm, we will subdue them. Our Indra, when thou fightest girt by heroes, we in the glorious fray with thee will conquer. I will declare the earliest deeds of Indra and recent acts which Mangavan hath accomplished. When he hath conquered godless wiles and magic, Soma became his own entire possession. Thine is this world of flocks and herds around thee, which with the eye of Surya thou beholdest. Thou, Indra, art alone the lord of cattle. May we enjoy the treasure which thou givest. Ye twain are lords of wealth in earth and heaven. Thou, O Brihaspati, and thou, O Indra, mean though he be, give wealth to him who lauds you. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, ephedra and marijuana are pressed out, but you think of the milking out of the opium because they score the pods, which allows it to bleed sap, but you can also press at the stalks for more of the white stuff, right? But I'm not advocating this to be done amateurly or even professionally because, certain laws, right? And by laws, I mean laws of man and laws of God. You don't just, the soma is a sacred thing. You just don't use it because you want to get high. Hymn 799, Vishnu. 7 verses. Men come not nigh thy majesty, who growest beyond all bound and measure with thy body. Both thy two regions of the earth, O Vishnu, we know, thou God, knowest the highest also. None who is born or being born, God Vishnu, hath reached the utmost limit of thy grandeur. The vast high vault of heaven hast thou supported, and fixed earth's eastern pinnacle securely. Rich in sweet food be ye, and rich in milch kine, with fertile pastures. Fain to do men service, both these worlds, Vishnu, hast thou stayed asunder, and firmly fixed the earth with pegs around it. Ye have made spacious room for sacrificing by generating Surya, Dawn, and Agni. O heroes, have ye conquered in your battles, even the bull-jawed Dasas, wiles, and magic. Ye have destroyed, thou Indra and thou Vishnu, Sambhara's 99 fenced castles. Ye twain smote down 100 times 1,000 resistless heroes of the royal Varchin. This is the lofty hymn of praise, exalting the Lord's mighty stride. The strong and lofty, I laud you in the solemn synods. Vishnu, pour ye food on us in our camps, O Indra. O Vishnu, unto thee my lips cry Vashat. Let this my offering, Sipa Vishta, please thee. May these my songs of eulogy exalt thee. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, some things in the past, right? And they remain in the past, but we make use of the mention of the past in our worship. And this word magic, I don't know what this means. It's like the Arabic word seher, and it's something very specific. We're talking about the evil magic, because you get this impression that it's something forbidden. But in the West, they use the word magic to talk about other religions and stuff like this. So, hymn 700, Vishnu, 7 verses. Never doth the man repent, who seeking profit bringeth his gift to the far-striding Vishnu. He who adoreth him with all his spirit winneth himself so great a benefactor. Thou, Vishnu, constant in thy courses, gavest goodwill to all men, and a hymn that lasteth, that thou mightest move us to abundant comfort, a very splendid wealth, with store of horses. 3 times strode forth this god in all his grandeur over this earth, bright with 100 splendors. Foremost be Vishnu, stronger than the strongest, for glorious is his name who lives forever. Over this earth with mighty steps strode Vishnu, ready to give it for a home to Manu. In him the humble people trust for safety. He, nobly born, hath made them spacious dwellings. Today I laud this name, O Sibevishta. I, skilled in roles, the name of thee, the noble. Yea, I, the poor and weak, praise thee, the mighty who dwellest in the realm beyond this region. What was there to be blamed in thee, O Vishnu, when thou declarest, I am Sibevishta? Hide not this form from us, nor keep it secret, since thou didst wear another shape in battle. O Vishnu, unto thee my lips cry Vishat. Let this mine offering, Sibevishta, please thee. May these my songs of eulogy exalt thee. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, one of the things is that when we do what's right, in thought, word, and deed, when that is right, when it comes to the end of it, there's no regret. Or there should be no regret. There's something wrong if you're repenting of doing something, of being right. Hymn 7.88-101, Arjanya, 6 verses. Speak forth 3 words, the words which light proceedeth, which milk is utter, that produceth nectar, quickly made manifest. The bowl hath bellowed, engendering the germ of plants, the infant, giver of growth, the plants, the God who ruleth over the waters and all moving creatures, vouchsafe us triple shelter for our refuge, and threefold light to succour and befriend us. Now he is sterile, now begetteth offspring, even as he willeth, doth he change his figure. The father's genial flow bedews the mother, therewith the sire, therewith the son is nourished. In him all living creatures have their being, and the 3 heavens with triply flowing waters, 3 reservoirs that sprinkle down their treasure, shed their sweet streams around him with a murmur. May this my song to sovereign Lord Arjanya come near into his heart and give him pleasure. May we obtain the showers that bring enjoyment, and God-protected plants with goodly fruitage. He is the rule of all, and their impregnator lie holds the life of all things fixed and moving. May this right save me till my 100th autumn. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And of course, the 99 and then the 100s going beyond, because there's, that ideal of living to be 99 years old, is where a lot of stuff comes from. But most of religion is actually family, or half of it's family, because you got that spiritual side. Because spirituality is not just, I like to do stuff that feels good and the things I want to do and all that sort of stuff. No, that's not what spirituality involves the spiritual side, and religion takes that a step further and draws in all the relationship, all the interaction with creation into that spiritual side.